What's up, guys? Today we are going to be filling out our bracket for the SEC tournament. The tournament begins tomorrow morning. Well, not really morning, but I will be in school when it starts. So, first game starts at 1 o'clock tomorrow, South Carolina and Arkansas. Um, don't really think this one is much of a question. Um, I think that Arkansas will take care of business here. I did see Arkansas get pretty smoked by South Carolina. That was at South Carolina. That's not happening again. Arkansas, they will be moving on to the next round. So, next up, these two teams are going to play extremely hard because I don't know if any of these. Well, I think Vanderbilt would make the tournament even if they lose the SEC tournament. Oh, yeah, I think Vanderbilt would make it. I don't think so for Texas though. Texas, I mean, they kind of need this, so I think they'll play a little harder. I think they'll come out of this one. It's gonna be a close game. I mean, you can't take that away. It's gonna be a close game. But wow, the two Texas schools in the next round. Um, LSU. I mean, is it really a question? I mean, Mississippi State is such a good team. Like to not even be top 9 in their conference shows how stacked the SEC is. Like Mississippi State, were they ranked like top 10? I don't know. They might have been ranked like top 10 at one point. I know they were ranked top 14. I remember. So, um, so now we got. Oh, this is a good one. Um, Georgia's a good team. They're a good team, but man, um, this is a hard one. I mean, Georgia. Uh, hmm, I'm taking Georgia. Oklahoma is a good team, but Georgia is. I mean, that's a good matchup. I mean, whoever comes out of that, I mean, play they probably played harder. They deserve it. But moving on to the second round, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and I might take the sleeper pick right here. Arkansas, I think they have the most talent in the entire SEC. Like I'm most talent. Um, Obviously a bunch of guys came from Kentucky, last year's Kentucky team, and that team had some of the most talent I think I've ever seen. Um, Ole Miss is good though. They've had some good games. For example, the road game against Alabama, that game against Kentucky. I mean, they've had some good games. I mean, it just depends if Arkansas is going to be the good Arkansas or the bad Arkansas. And I think here, when you have John Calipari as your head coach, I see the good Arkansas. So I'm gonna go 87 to 80. Give me Arkansas. They're gonna move on. They're gonna face Auburn. And Arkansas, I mean, they almost beat Auburn. It almost happened earlier in the year. So I mean, you never know. They're a dang good team. So two Texas schools. This might be a hot take, but I think that Kentucky, Missouri, Ole Miss, not Arkansas, maybe not Mississippi State. I think Kentucky, Missouri, Ole Miss are all better than Texas A&M. I don't think Texas A&M is as good as they seem. Yes, I know they beat Auburn. Yes, I know they've had some good games, Yes, I know they beat Missouri on the road, but Kentucky did that too. Um, I mean, anytime I've seen this Texas A&M squad play, I feel pretty bored. I mean, I think we'll get the dub here. I mean, don't get me wrong, Texas is a good team, but like, I don't expect them to get past Texas A&M. But, I mean, I don't know. All right, Mississippi State, Missouri. Um, as good as Mississippi State is, I'm just gonna have to go with Missouri here. I mean, I just I don't see too many universes where you see Mississippi State beating this year's Missouri team. This year's Missouri team is something special. I mean, I know some weird games like against Kentucky. I know, but this Missouri when they're good, like they're unstoppable. I mean, like for example against Alabama, they beat them by double digits. Against Florida on the road, they were destroying them, and then it got close. They still came out with the win. I mean, now we see a rematch of a very controversial game. Now, I did watch this game, and I mean, you could clearly tell it was rigged, but Georgia came out on top of that. Calls, every single call that was made was questionable. I mean, I don't even know what the refs were on, but I know Kentucky, they have wanted this rematch, and they're not gonna hold back against this team. They're gonna go all out. All right, and I think we see our like second blowout of the tournament. The first one obviously beating Arkansas and South Carolina. So we see Kentucky. I know, very chalky. No, no seeds above 9. Moving on, but that's just how it is. Okay, the good SEC teams are very good. I mean, even the mid SEC teams that are like from a 14 to 10, all very good teams. But I mean, and in this one, as good as Arkansas is, at one point, it's too much, and Auburn is too much, and they're gonna move on here. Oh my gosh, a battle of two teams that I think are extremely overrated. I do not think Tennessee or Texas A&M is as good as people say. Like Tennessee, how do you lose to Vanderbilt and then almost lose to them at home too? Like they almost got swept by Vanderbilt. How do you? And then they got swept by Kentucky. I mean, like I know they beat Alabama. I know they almost beat Auburn on the road. But I mean, like, ugh. What did I just do? Okay, so I mean, I will say Tennessee's better. Tennessee's a better team. I mean, like, I don't think you can really disagree with me on that one, but I just don't think Tennessee. I think Kentucky and maybe even Missouri is better than Tennessee. I don't think Ole Miss is. Ole Miss got a little lucky against Tennessee in that game, but oh, this is a rematch of the game where Missouri was destroying Florida on the road, won 83-82, I'm pretty sure. And this is another one of those matchups like Georgia and Kentucky where Florida will not be holding back after that loss. And I mean, very chalky, but I mean, it's just the better teams win. I mean, so Kentucky and Alabama. Kentucky got swept by Alabama. No Jackson Robinson. Not 100% for Lamont Butler. Alabama, they got Mark Sears, Nelson, Phylon, um, Hall. They got so much talent, so much good players. I mean, like it's gonna be hard to beat this Alabama team. Like for Kentucky, they want to beat this Alabama team. They're gonna have to always gonna have to go off. Lamont Butler's gonna have to go off. Andrew Carr gonna have to go off. But I mean, if they perform like how they did against Duke, against Missouri, I mean, you never know. But this Alabama team is a good team. But Kentucky, I mean, they are pretty hot. They destroyed LSU by like freaking 40. They beat Missouri by they were winning by double digits for basically most of the second half. On the road against Missouri. I mean, the only other team to beat Missouri on the road is Texas A&M, and it was a very narrow victory. And then you got Alabama, who loves to put Kentucky to sleep, according to this year. And I am a Kentucky fan, and I do despise Alabama, but I just gotta admit that they're the better team. Moving on. Oh, this is a good one because Tennessee they did almost beat Auburn. It was a good matchup, but it comes down to how will Zakai Ziegler perform? How will Johnny Broome perform? But I think even if Broome doesn't perform too well, the guards will dominate just like how they did against Kentucky. And I think that's the X factor here. I see Auburn winning this game, 89-79. Give me Auburn moving on to the SEC championship and another revenge game for Alabama. They lost at home against Florida, and I think Alabama is gonna do it. They are gonna hand Florida the loss, get the revenge, move on to the championship, and it'll be Alabama and Auburn. Now, these teams just faced off again, like in probably game of the year. I would say that's game of the year. That was just an amazing game. Mark Sears hitting the buzzer beater. I mean, like, can you really beat that? I think this is going to be another classic in the SEC championship as well. Wow. Give me. Do I go Alabama again? I think that this is going to be the the Chad Baker Mazzara game, and the Auburn Tigers in overtime will take down the Tide. And not only will they be your SEC regular season champions, but your SEC, oh my, SEC tournament champions. They will stand alone, I believe. Well, I don't know about the top overall seed. I think they'll be the second overall best team on Selection Sunday. Um, I believe they'll be a 1 seed. Alabama probably like a 2. Florida 1. Tennessee 2. Um, Texas A&M maybe like a 4. I think they'll be a 4 seed. Kentucky, it really depends. Got a bunch of quad one wins, like 10 of them maybe. I think got some questionable losses. I think they'll be a 3 seed. It's either like a 4 seed, like one of the good 4 seeds, or like a low 3 seed. One of those. Um, Missouri, I think they'll be like a 5 seed, maybe. Uh, but this video isn't me saying what I think about the tournament. This is the SEC tournament. This is my prediction. Give me Auburn. I think they're gonna win it. I mean, I know very chalky, but I mean, in games like these, the better team always wins, and I think Aubur's gonna win. So I hope you all enjoyed. I was gonna do the ACC tournament and all those other tournaments, but those already started. Too late on that. I will um I will be making my own tournaments based on who I think should be out there. I don't know. I might get too lazy and not do it. I will be filling out the bracket once they're announced on Selection Sunday. And as I said, I might make my own bracket, fill that out. But yep, I got some stuff coming to Boymaster too. BM Games, I might try record a video or something, post it because I haven't posted on that channel in a while. Um, Boymaster, the main channel, coming out with shorts, uh, kind of daily. I mean, I'm posting regularly, like every either daily or every couple days. Um, you know, go check those out. Um, I'm trying to get my main channel, Boymaster, to 400 subscribers before the end of the year. Going pretty smoothly. This channel, maybe like we'll aim for like 50, but it's not like I'm too worried about that kind of stuff on this channel. This channel is like a little side thing. But those are my predictions. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, it's your boy, Boymaster, and we're out.